Good morning. This is Crap Grandma Says. Couple of things today. I know there are going to be some big protests going on today, so I want to tell all the folks who will be out protesting today to be very careful. And I want you to understand that just because somebody does not look armed does not mean they are not armed. And I want to reiterate my previous advice about what to do if the protests turn violent, and that's get away from the violence, call the police, and have the perpetrators of the violence removed. So I want to change gears here just for a second, and I promise I'll bring you back around at the end. I was out Saturday morning, going to get some water, a few things I needed, and I was looking around while we were at the store and just people watching and thinking, all these people there just going about their shopping business like it's a normal Saturday. And it seemed like for most of them, they really weren't understanding where this country's going, because if they did, they'd be a whole lot more somber. But they were laughing and smiling. There were some kids outside the store selling Girl Scout cookies like it was any other Girl Scout cookie time. And I found it incredibly weird to see people just trying to act normal when the world is falling down around our ears. I wondered if they really understood what's happening. Are people really this unaware, or is this just how they cope, pretending everything's fine while the world teeters on the edge? Because the truth is, things are not fine. Are any of the rest of you looking around the world and feeling that too? On another note, I, like many of you, are truly hoping that we get a decent decision that puts a stop to Donald Trump and his cruelty out of Tanya Chutkan. But I'm not even sure if that would be enough, given that Trump posted on his page yesterday saying, "He who saves his country does not violate any law," which has been widely interpreted as an authoritarian declaration that he intends to ignore court orders and continue to inflict economic and other cruelty on us all. And given his history, that's not far-fetched. This is a man who has already defied subpoenas, attempted to overturn an election, inspired an insurrection, all that stuff. And you should take note that Musk reposted that statement from Donald Trump on X, along with 14 flags at 11:14 Sunday morning. Do you know what that reference is to? I had to look it up. It's a reference to 14 words, which is a white supremacist dog whistle. While I believe he will violate court orders because that's who he is, I also believe that those who falsely believe they're saving their country, and that because of that they aren't violating all kinds of laws while they are, and those who believe that they don't have to follow court orders on whether or not they are violating the law, are despots. And those kind of regimes don't generally end well for the despot. See what happened to Ceausescu, Mussolini, and King Faisal. Those did not end well for those despots. But removing a despot always takes something on the part of the people that I'm just not sure if I saw in those at the grocery store this weekend. And maybe that's because it's still easier to pretend everything is fine. Maybe normalcy is a shield against the crushing reality that our democracy is hanging on by a thread. But normalcy won't protect us. Ignoring the storm won't stop it from coming. So what should we be doing? Right now, the best thing we can do is stay informed and stay engaged. The legal system is being tested in unprecedented ways. The political climate is volatile. And protests, peaceful or not, will continue to rise as people demand accountability. If you're in the streets today, be aware. If you're watching from home, don't tune it out. Because whether we acknowledge it or not, we're living in a moment that will define the future of this country. And history is going to remember who stood up and who looked away. So there's that.